Welcome to the first annual month of music. 30 days, 30 breakdowns, and 30 chances for you to learn more about your favorite music. I know, super original name. If you got any better ideas, let me know in the comments. Let me tell you what wasn't on my bingo card this morning. Finding a recording of Willie Nelson on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno from the early 90s, singing one of the greatest jazz standards ever written with a band that I'm still trying to wrap my mind around. Check this out.
Sometimes I wonder why I spend the lonely nights dreaming of a song.
And Willie Nelson has such an appreciation for jazz and for so many of the great standards, and I love the way that this is stylized. You know, it's like somewhere in between what you would expect from Willie Nelson and just straight up like a jazz standard, right? It still has, it's kind of that slow ballad feel that's perfect for this song, but it has some Willie Nelson feel to it as well. It's not totally just like him doing jazz, so to speak. As I was listening to this, I'm looking at the video, and it's a pretty horrible quality video. This is the only one I could find. I'm just watching, and then I start to notice some things. Check this out.
And the melody,
woo, listen to the B3 in the background.
haunts my reverie. And I am once again with
And
you.
I'm listening to this, and I'm thinking, oh, what a beautiful
When our love
rendition.
was new,
Yeah.
and each kiss an inspiration.
Then we get this angle, and I'm looking at the piano player, and I'm going, that really looks like Kenny Kirkland. And I look at the guitar player, and I'm like, it kind of looks like Kevin Eubanks. Now, a lot of you are screaming at your screens going, yeah, you idiot, this was the Tonight Show band. I didn't know, I think I did know that, but at the time I was watching this video, I'm like, I'm not thinking about that. I was not expecting this because I didn't even think about it, but I'm like, that really looks like Kenny Kirkland, and it was surprising in this context. Not only is it the Tonight Show, but it's with Willie Nelson. I'm thinking of one of my favorite jazz recordings of all time, this random YouTube video of Kenny Garrett playing Two Down and One Across from a jazz fest years and years ago, and Kenny Kirkland takes this solo. Jeff Tain Watts playing drums, Nat Reeves playing bass. And here in my brain, I'm listening to the first time I heard this, I'm thinking, this is like McCoy on like modernized steroids. I could listen to that entire track, but I go back to this Willie Nelson recording, and I'm looking in the background, I'm like, that's definitely Kenny Kirkland. And sure enough, playing the organ. Oh, so good.
Consolation is in the stardust of a song. And beside the garden wall.
And then we get a pan, and there's Branford Marsalis. And at this point, I'm thinking, okay, I knew these guys played with Sting, and I think that Tonight Show factoid was lost in my brain somewhere. And then I looked it up, and I was like, oh, this was the Tonight Show band at the time in the early 90s. And I think it was 95 when Branford left and Kevin Eubanks took over. But so this must have been just before then. I think this was like 93 or something. But just to hear Willie Nelson with the Branford Marsalis Quartet playing Stardust. I mean, come on, listen to this rendition.
In my arms, and the nightingale tells its fairy tale of paradise where roses grew. Though I dream in vain.
Oh, the organ. Yes.
In my heart.
You get that.
There always will remain my stardust melody, the memory.
And I love how
love's refrain.
I love how simple the band is keeping these chords right now. They're just playing the melody here with slight embellishments. Oh, if you listen, listen to the background, you can hear Kenny Kirkland doing some slick stuff. Is he kind of doing something like that? I think I heard that sound in there. Wow. Yeah.
Though I dream in vain, in my heart there always will remain my stardust melody, the memory of love's refrain.
Minor 4. I mean, what a absolutely brilliant rendition on such a brilliant tune. Ah! You know what that is, really? Okay, so the tune, in this case, they're playing it in G major. And the first chord of Stardust is the 4 chord. And the melody is an A in this key, which means it's the 1, 3, 5, 6 of the first chord. So we have a C major 7 chord, and the melody is the 6, or if you put it up an octave, the 13. And it outlines a C major 6 chord. And then it goes up to a B, and this is such a brilliant change. The next chord is F7, but the melody creates a sharp 11. Isn't that such a beautiful chord right there? Especially because of the fact that the next change is when the first time in the tune, when we hear the 1 chord. One thing I love about the styling of this is, Willie Nelson, and we kind of briefly mentioned it at the beginning, but he's staying so true to himself. He's staying so true to the way he would do this tune. It's not like he's up here trying to be Frank Sinatra or something like that. No, he's being Willie Nelson. And because of that, you get some of these shorter phrases and some of these little bit haphazard feeling like simple, but it's so it's so authentic. You know what I mean? And the phrasing is just so true.
But that was long ago.
Oh, I love that. But that was long ago. He kind of does this like, that was long ago. Or what does he do?
But that was long ago.
Oh, but that was long ago. Something like that. Now, the way that melody line normally goes, that was long ago. Yeah. Something like that, right? So, we have this big, flowing, arpeggiated line, and Willie's just like, that was long ago. So good.
But that was long ago. Now my consolation is that the star.
Ah, and I love this. The whole band just plays sitting on the 5 instead of sitting there, kind of how it says in the chart. They're just like, oh, let's just make a chromatic and then we'll go back. And then do they do like a do they do there?
Dust of a song. And beside
Oh, you can hear a little bit. Somebody play. I don't know if it was Willie. I gotta look again.
dust of a song.
Oh yeah, he does play. Feels like he plays kind of this chromatic lead in to the C major 7. Right?
And beside the garden wall, when stars are bright and you are in my arms, and the nightingale tells its fairy tale.
Sounds like they're just going.
A paradise where roses grew, though I dream in vain.
Oh. Oh, hear Kenny Kirkland on the organ, just letting that hold out there.
Though I dream in vain.
Yes. There's our
In my
F.
heart, there always will remain my stardust melody. The memory.
You know what's funny? Do I even hear a 7?
My stardust melody.
Well, Branford's playing a 7, so. But it's just, it blows my mind how simple these guys are keeping this.
Memory of love's refrain.
Ooh. Yeah, I think that's just like a 1-4-1 sort of deal as an interlude, and then they go into solos. You know, and for the life of me, this is the only time we get to see the drums. I cannot tell who's on drums. I mean, I know that, you know, Branford Marsalis, the quartet, it was Jeff Tane Watts, but he wasn't the only drummer that played on The Tonight Show, and to be honest, I don't know who this is because I can't really see because the video quality is not good enough. But man, I mean, it's just like, what a band, first and foremost, and then what a band that chooses to play with the exact correct restraint to accompany Willie Nelson. I'm sure what a treat for Willie Nelson, and what a treat for the band to play with Willie Nelson. Like, this is just a colliding of worlds of just a bunch of people who are so appreciative of music and know so much, even though they're coming from, you know, different worlds. But like, you get great musicians who just understand how things work on this level, and you put them together and magic happens. And that's what this is. I mean, it's just so fun to me that we've got this horrible quality video from 30 years ago, and it's these monster musicians backing Willie Nelson singing one of the greatest jazz standards of all time. I mean, I was already excited when I saw Willie Nelson's Stardust, and I was like, oh, that's right, I forgot that Willie Nelson, like, really loves jazz and a lot of the Great American Songbook standards and things like that. And I just start watching this and I'm like, yo, is that Kenny Kirkland? And then I was reminded of the history of The Tonight Show and the band. Oh man, yeah, this was a fun, I just had to share it with you guys because I was like, what a beautiful rendition and what an insane find. I was super psyched about it, thought you might be too. That's gonna do it for this video today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in to the first annual month of music. Again, yeah, help me out with this name here. I don't know what to call it. I appreciate you tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow.